D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday and I give you 3 stories of the week. And this one is the first one of the year, but not the first one that I've done. So if this is your first week in review, welcome, and I can't wait to get to tell you these stories. So let's just get started. So for the first story, Bruce Campbell has been set to host the new Ripley's Believe It or Not TV show. So, Bruce Campbell said goodbye to his beloved Ash J. Williams from the Evil Dead series last year. And if you watched that show, it was fantastic. I loved that show. It's called Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and it was really, really good. Excuse me. But the actor isn't staying away from the TV for long, as he has been announced as the host of the all-new Ripley's Believe It or Not. The series is coming to the Travel Channel, wherever that is. I'm going to have to look for it to find it. And they released the trailer this past week. And it looks pretty interesting. So the series will keep it in line with the franchise and explore the world of all things weird and unexplained. Whether it be someone who can drill into their nasal cavity with seemingly no repercussions, or the discovery of a bizarre artifacts, the series aims to cover it all. Now, I have to say, I love Bruce Campbell, so I think this is a good fit with him because he has been involved with the Evil Dead series and the movie franchise, so it is a good fit. Plus, I love Bruce Campbell. He's such a great guy. I mean, like, yeah, and it's so fantastic. I'm not too sure, because I'm not keen on blood, so if somebody was, like, pounding a nail into their nose, that stuff, like, totally weirds me out, so I don't know if I'm into it or not. So for my next story, and this one's a little bit of an older story, but I really want to just talk about it a little bit. So Carrie Fisher's The Force Awakens footage that wasn't used will be in Star Wars Episode 9, and it will look brand new according to her brother. So, he appearing on Good Morning America, Carrie Fisher's brother, Todd Fisher, said that the minutes of footage featuring Leia Organa from The Force Awakens will look like it was shot yesterday for Star Wars Episode 9. Now, we have known for a while that Carrie Fisher will be, and Princess Leia will be appearing in Star Wars Episode 9, with director J.J. Abrams confirming plans to use unseen footage of General Leia that was previously shot for The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I believe they said that they were going to use Last Jedi footage also that wasn't used. And her brother, Todd Fisher, he appeared on Good Morning America to talk about Carrie Fisher. And this was when it was the anniversary of her passing. And like one of the topics that was brought up was the upcoming appearance of her in Episode 9. And he said it will be completely natural and it will look like it was brand new footage. Because they said they didn't want to bring in, they didn't want to recast, and they didn't want to use visual effects. And everything, so I think that, and I personally I don't like it when they kill off a character off screen. I really like it when they do it on screen, but sometimes these things can't be helped. But I really feel like this was a good substitute for it. So for my next story is a casting story, and it is that Swamp Thing on the DC Universe has added Westworld star Leonardo Nam in a key role. I don't know if you watch that show, Westworld. I do. I'm not really keen on it. I really don't like it that much, but I do remember this actor, and he did a pretty good part. It wasn't, like, huge, but it was pretty good. So the new goth horror series will forego the campiness of the original movie and spin-off show. Although I do like the Swamp Thing movies. They're so ridiculous, but they're so good. And instead embrace the terror that made Alan Moore's DC Comics run a hit among fans. And now they've recruited another talented actor to help out, as Westworld's Leonardo Nam has joined the cast. Deadline had reported that Nam will be playing a CDC employee, Harlan Edwards, who will be Abby Arcane's ally in her attempts to investigate a deadly virus infecting Louisiana swamp. Edwards is described as a gay man and Abby's second in command. Now, the first thing, the DC Universe, I'm going to watch all those shows because I have a subscription, the annual subscription, so I will be watching the Swamp Thing. Second thing, I am excited about this because James Wan is involved, and he's getting back to his roots as far as horror goes, and I just think this is fantastic because first off, I love James Wan, I love comic books. The Swamp Thing, I'm not too huge on Swamp Thing, but a small piece of me is hoping that they'll do something Justice League darky in the DC Universe TV shows. Oh gosh, oh geez, I pray. And then this is great for representation. I mean, this 2018 was really a starting point for talking about representation in Hollywood, and I think that this is another good step. I think that, and I do remember Leonardo Nam from Westworld, and from what I remember, because he did a good job as far as acting wise. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the show just because I'm a big nerd and I love comic book stuff. So for my last story, and I'm so excited about this one. So for my last story, Aquaman passes Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice to become the biggest DCEU movie ever at the box office. And everything. If you watch my channel, you know I'm like a huge Aquaman fan. Aquaman has been my favorite DC character since forever. Like, I just love him and everything. So Aquaman continues to bring in money at the box office, and with its latest push, it has now taken the crown when it comes to the DCEU, including Batman v Superman. And I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, well, that's not hard to be the best DCEU movie, because they all suck. But this is the thing. They may not be good, except Wonder Woman was good. But they did bring in a lot of money, and that's what counts. I mean, this is a business, and they want to make money, and if people go and see it in the box office, and it makes a ton of money, of course they're going to make more. So, so far Aquaman has brought in, $887.6 million at the box office, and with that total, it has now surpassed the previous record holder of the DCEU, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and this is all according to Box Office Mojo. Batman v Superman held the highest box office worldwide of all the Warner Brothers and DC's current film offerings, with $873.6 million, and at this point, Aquaman is likely on its way to the $1 billion mark, cementing that record until either Shazam or Wonder Woman 1984 can possibly surpass it. Now, I just have to say right now, I don't think that Shazam or Wonder Woman will surpass Aquaman, but you never know. And if they do, great. I think that Aquaman was a turnaround for the DCEU, and I really think we're going to get a lot of good stuff from this point on. Although Wonder Woman 2 does kind of make me a little bit nervous with the mall fight. There's a lot of stuff. Anyway, so we're not going to get into that. But this is such good news, and if Aquaman does reach the $1 billion mark, I will be making a video about that. I can promise you that. So, tell me what you guys thought about these 4 stories. Are you going to watch Ripley's Believe It or Not with Bruce Campbell? Are you excited to see the late, great Carrie Fisher in Star Wars Episode 9? How do you feel about Leonardo Nam being in Swamp Thing, and will you be watching Swamp Thing, and do you subscribe to the DC Universe streaming service, and are you as happy as I am about Aquaman being the #1 DCEU movie as far as box office goes? You can leave your comments in the section down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will check you guys later next week on my Sunday video, The Week in Review. Bye! Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my Week in Review.